Hey, peace, world. That the drug test tested positive. The trials that just finished last week. Result: she was originally suspended 3 months, performance enhancing, and I guess completed some kind of rehab or whatever, disciplinary stuff. And it's like retroactive or something. So she will be able to be. And so on this young woman, the whole thing with marijuana, the story. She recently lost her mother, and she said that I didn't understand this part of it, but she said she found out about her mother's death in speaking with a reporter, and as a means, she owned up to it. She appeared on a morning show, I believe earlier today, and she said, she's human. She said that she knew what she was doing. She made a decision to do it, totally aware of what the repercussions would be and what was going on, and that's what she did. So, like I said, I have nothing to really jump on her about nothing. A week ago, I saw her being criticized heavily, especially by a lot of brothers, to be honest with you, based on her appearance, and she just became this polarizing athlete overnight, out of the blue. And I was just bugging out that people were kind of reacting to her and coming for her on her appearance. And I just like, when do we get over this? I mean, people have, um, so I just don't know how people, when will we react in this unfortunate situation? She has to take her L and move. It's not the end of the world for her. I agree. Personally, the only thing that I can really, my only real reaction to it is the fact that we won't get to see the showdown between her and Jamaica's Shelly Ann Fraser Price. Both of them were like 5 feet tall, 5'1", 5'2", and I was looking forward to that showdown. I think personally for her, it was a chance to probably set up the rest of her life as a somebody should have started addressing, marijuana as one of the banned substances a while ago. But D Wade, D Wade came out and said that there's a lot of individuals in powerful positions who are now investing in cannabis and who own cannabis, who are selling cannabis and who are behind it, behind the scenes. But now here it is legally. We still haven't sorted out how to look at the drug, legally. So I think that needs to happen ASAP. And maybe this is a moment for that to, maybe this is a catalyst for that activity to begin. A catalyst for that activity to begin. And then lastly, just my whole thing about it, and I've talked about this on my podcast, it's always personal. Um, this is another situation where, we just saw with Naomi Osaka. Um, we got some stuff going on with Paul George. We got people coming for the young man in Philadelphia, Ben Simmons. But in particular with Sha'Carri Richardson, if individuals like her, who one would have thought she would have had this big support system to pick up the phone and call a, seemed like she would have had somebody. She could have went live. She could have went on her Instagram page and went live and got all of support, condolences, keep your head up, girl. We love you. All of that type of stuff. It's to where she could have made a better decision. So what I'm getting at is, in everyday life, a lot of us, everyday folks, we don't have a prayer. A lot of us are going through things and need help. We call out, we reach out to our circles, and can't text messages don't get responded to. People don't pick up phones. Like, a lot of us are going through stuff and don't have any seem to not really have any options. And it's just, again, when we look at these athletes and see them get jammed up in situations like this, again, I would have thought there was something that she could have turned to, somebody that she could have turned um, to remind her at this moment where she obviously didn't give a damn. I mean, she was had to be at a low moment to make the decision that she made, and knowing, in 2 weeks, a week, knowing where this was gonna go. So I just hate it for her personally. Um, and I don't have time to really get into the whole thing with just thinking about what she was doing with her brand and her appearance and the tattoos and the hair, or the wig, whatever that is, the fingernails and all of that type stuff. Because this is a situation where, most individuals would have struggled with this, losing your mother. But to do all of this stuff, to kind of to put it out there like I'm bulletproof, I'm me, I'm an individual, I'm unique, or whatever, I'm strong. And then you encounter this tough situation and make such a terrible decision in this particular moment. I don't understand it. But hey, it happened. It is it is what it is now. And the two girls that got elevated. One girl, I thought she finished in like third or fourth place. She gets bumped up to run the race, and then a girl who finished fourth or fifth is elevated to the alternate and whatnot. So we definitely won't have our best. We're not sending our best into this event, but it is what it is. And then lastly, I guess, the Olympics only come every 4 years and whatnot. So unfortunately, um, this is just a major setback for her, based on how often the Olympics come around. And I think I think Fraser Price might be 31, 32 or something. So there's still some time for her to do some stuff, you know, with her career and whatnot. Hopefully she doesn't spiral out of control or anything from this embarrassing moment and this major setback. It seems like she's handling this fairly well, all things considered. But you just hate to see it, man. I mean, all the years that it had to take to get to where she got, going to LSU for 1 year, whatever, before turning pro, and all of the sacrifice, all of the hard work, all of the commitment and effort, energy, focus, such et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how she did it, but hey, I think, of course, I guess, like I said, she obviously at that moment didn't care about nothing. It happens. Anyway, that's the pay me no mind take on it. Um, I hope she holds her head and gets things back together. But it's a rough day for a rough moment. Anyway, let me get on out of here, man. Pay me no mind, sports and entertainment. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Enjoy this long weekend, and I'm out. Peace.